Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. It's Justin McCormick, and no real big video here, just a little bit of a discussion. Ryan Moody's doing his definitive detail videos, and I just had this on my mind about it real quick. It's just gotten to where things have happened where video games are just not what they used to be anymore. I mean, all of them truthfully have something that has been lost in some kind of aspect when it comes down to it. Now, what I'm really concerned about is the NFL. The day after the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl was cemented, the NFL brings out I'm trying to think of the word. Anyway, their program basically for the Super Bowl. The company where I'm currently at was actually in print of the Super Bowl program, which costs $20, by the way, when you're at the game. They printed this off. I took a look at it, browsed through it a little bit while I was working on Thursday, and noticed that the quality of it is actually quite good. A lot of great stories in there, a lot of great information about the game coming up, and all kinds of things like that. Here's my gripe. This is ESPN NFL 2K5. This was made on the PlayStation 2, as you can tell, and has been heralded as one of the greatest games ever made in the sport of football. And I'm not going to argue with it. It does have its flaws, and I've gone over a number of those flaws in the past, but basically what it comes down to is that the NFL at the time had a game that came out that they can be proud of, that was put forth by Sega, and let's look at the back here, by, let's see if this thing will clear up, it was Visual Concepts here that brought this out. And you see, you know, it was a great game, you know, and it brought forth simulation football as it should be. Now, mind you, it is dated, and obviously graphically is not the best considering, but things age, you know, people age. But what I'm concerned about is that the NFL has put out their little books for the Super Bowl, the Patriots versus the Rams, and the NFL has allowed themselves to come out with a brand of football, which is Madden in this case, and they allow the companies that make this game to bring it out, and it's not polished, it's not well made, it's full of glitches, full of bugs, it's so full of just garbage. It doesn't even reflect the game in the least bit, because players are doing idiotic things that they wouldn't do in real life, and when there are mistakes that are made, I mean, it's just complete trash. I mean, just look at Ryan Moody's definitive detail. He's going through play by play over most of the game, and he's finding junk after junk after junk consistently, and finding very little to be good about. Yes, they fixed a few issues here and there, but they made a lot more issues with everything they were trying to implement, and just not really having the time to get all the bugs out. This game here has very few bugs. It has very few problems with it. And I've gone over the good and the bad with the game. And I'm not a football expert, but what I see on the field and what I expect to see in the game are two very similar things, but this game did the best that it could with what it had and succeeded. Even All Pro Football 2K8, which was not at all professional football based with the NFL or anything like that, did a better job than current Maddens do now. I'm just saying, if you want to spend $60 on something and then spend more money on something else for your ultimate team, only to have to start over and do it all again next year, spend another $60 and spend so much more money on something else that you're not gonna have any trophies or anything like that. The NFL in their Super Bowl, there's going to be a Lombardi Trophy given to the winners. They're going to have their names etched into legend. They're going to have this, they're going to have that. They're going to have a ring put on their finger that's going to tell them that they were champions or that they went to the Super Bowl and didn't make it. But they're going to have a ring regardless. If you're involved in games and you have no evidence of your achievements and everything like that, it's just pointless. That's another topic. This topic's about the NFL and allowing their brand to go downhill because they can't make a halfway decent video game, or they cannot allow the company that they hired to make their games make a halfway decent game. So, in this instance, I'm sad about the NFL, and I'm upset with those companies that try and make a sports title and they can't even get it right. Appreciate you guys watching. Share this video, like it, just whatever you want to do. But get it out there. Madden's garbage, and don't play it. You have a great day. God bless.